Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, in Battlegrounds your life often depends on how fast you can get your hands on guns. So if that is so important, I decided to measure which is the fastest way to travel at the beginning of the game. In this video I'll cover most effective ways of parachuting, then we'll talk about vehicles, and at the end I'm gonna mix them both together. Most of you probably figured out that going face down from the plane and circling right after your parachute pops, it is the fastest way of getting down. Although things are getting a bit more complicated when we want to travel further, like 2 or 3 kilometers away from the plane. After hours and hours of trying different ways and speeds, I came to the conclusion: we will have to split parachute into two different techniques to put it correctly. First one is to aim at the horizon and try to get as far as you can before auto pull of your parachute will kicks in, and second one is all about pulling your parachute as soon as we can and trying to travel as far as possible. At the beginning of the first technique you need to travel forward by looking at the horizon. Thanks to that you will be able to travel maximum distance, which is 1 kilometer up to 1.2 kilometers depending on what you're flying over, when your parachute will get automatically opened. For those which don't know, this is indicating when parachute will open automatically, and this black part is telling us how much early parachute will open because of the higher ground under us. So if you are, for example, flying above mountains, your parachute will get triggered early. And of course, if you are above the flat areas, it will open normally. After your parachute is out, the distance you will fly through is dependent on the speed which you are willing to maintain. I don't want to make you watch every single test I ran, so I will just pull out the data on the screen so you can see it all for yourself. In this case, speed is not changing too much, although maintaining plus 50 plus kilometers per hour is the most effective in my opinion if you want to go far and fast in the same time. Second technique is all about pulling parachute out as soon as we can and maintain correct speed. As you all see on the screen, your speed affects distance and the time quite a lot, and you can achieve some crazy distances like 3 kilometers even. I also measured for you approximate time which takes if you would like to parachute down to the vehicle and try to drive 2 kilometers away. That's what I discovered. Of course, bikes are the fastest and actually will beat everyone on parachute, and Dacia will get you in there in about the same time. Keep in mind that all of my measurements were done with perfect driving and on kind of flat surface. There is one more way of doing it, even faster, which is flying 1 kilometer away from the plane and then landing on the vehicle and driving 1 kilometer. This one requires good knowledge of map and spawns, but if you will do it and you will get lucky enough to have a vehicle around, you will get there in unbeatable time. Every single type of the vehicle will be faster than parachute, meaning that is the fastest way of getting on 2 kilometers plus distance. Of course, keep in mind that cars will not spawn always in the same places, and sometimes you can end up with no car, or you can simply crash in the middle of the way, or you will even drive up the hill or something like that, and it will slow you down enough that parachute will be faster than you. So even though parachutes are not the fastest, they are for sure the safest, and I still think it's worth just flying on a parachute. It all depends how lucky your enemies will get and how many people will try to go the same direction as you. I hope you guys learned something from this video, and like always, let me know in comments below what you think, and see you guys on the next one.